Before Leia, Buffy, Katniss, Furiosa, Hermione, or Daenerys, there was Wonder Woman, the original strong female character. She holds the title for longest comic character run other than Superman and Batman, and we know she can definitely hold her own against either of those guys. A warrior, superhero, soldier, goddess, and princess, Wonder Woman is an icon. Like most comic book characters, she has evolved over the years, but her character and design have stood the test of time. Her strong ideals, unwillingness to compromise her womanhood, and her comfort in displaying her femininity are character details that have kept her relevant. Her visual symbolism has stayed consistent and relatable through all the changes. Wonder Woman was created by William Moulton Marston. Marston was a psychologist hired by Superman publisher MC Gaines to be an advisor for the comic story and characters. Wonder Woman first appeared in All-Star Comics in 1941, but her character started to truly come to life in 1942 when she was on the cover of a new comic book, Sensation Comics. She was drawn by artist Harry G. Peter wearing a gold tiara, a red bustier, blue underpants, and knee-high red boots. These iconic costume elements stuck. In June 1942, Sensation Comics issue 6 came out and gave Wonder Woman another iconic costume piece, her magic lasso. Just 1 month later, in July, Wonder Woman gets her own first issue. This new issue explores her origin story, dipping into Greek mythology. Wonder Woman was molded from clay by Hippolyta and brought to life by Aphrodite. 1949 brings change to Wonder Woman's character, adding more romance to the story and more femininity to the way her figure is drawn. Her waist was thinner and her cheeks rosier. Superhero comic sales had taken a dip, so a romantic element was added, hoping to pull in new readers. July 1972, Wonder Woman is featured on the cover of the first issue of Ms. Magazine, thanks to Gloria Steinem, co-founder of the magazine and a longtime fan of the character. Steinem wanted to showcase the Wonder Woman she grew up with. She insisted that the art return to the classic look while giving it a twist. A gold belt, higher-cut briefs, and wavy hair were added to reflect the modern woman of the time. September 1973. Wonder Woman graces the television when the animated Super Friends series debuts. Her costume design still follows the changes that Gloria Steinem campaigned for. 1975 brings the iconic live-action Wonder Woman TV series starring Lynda Carter. Carter's Wonder Woman was brave and fearless. The costume Carter wore featured a new interpretation of the perched eagle on the bustier. The stars on the bottom of the briefs were scattered in size and placement instead of being uniform, and she had those silver bracelets for the first time. 1982 is time for a new logo. Jeanette Kahn, the new DC president and the first female president, commissioned a new breastplate emblem from graphic designer Milton Glaser. The stacked W design he created has been a signature part of Wonder Woman's persona ever since. Wonder Woman gets a reboot in 1987 thanks to artist and writer George Perez. He tweaks her design, lengthening the silver bracelets, giving her a massive mane of black curls, and adding a second point to that signature tiara. Perez's design and story was a force to be reckoned with, and has had an impact on every version of Wonder Woman's character afterward. He better established Wonder Woman's moral compass and purpose with his grand stories. 2006 is mashup time. It brought a combo of the old and the new in the comics. The original eagle design and the new stacked W logo combined for a perfect new emblem. Artist Jim Lee redesigned her outfit and put her in pants in 2010. For many, this was a crazy change and too different from the signature design. Gal Gadot's live-action appearance in Batman v Superman in 2016 was a more Greek-inspired design, bringing back the Amazon warrior elements. Wonder Woman's comic appearance was changed to match this new design, which Gal Gadot also wears in the solo Wonder Woman movie in 2017. This redesign is a reminder of the strength and values of Wonder Woman. She's a warrior and a singular figure who stands up for what is right, even when she's the only one to do it. Time to make some art! Sketching a new design for a character you're developing is a lot easier when you don't have to worry about perfecting the anatomy. So don't! Artist and impact author Robert Marzullo recommends drawing a good base figure that you can use over and over in his upcoming book, Learn to Draw Action Heroes. Make copies and print the lines in blue or a very light gray so you can easily draw over it. We used a heroic female pose from his book. It's a perfect base for imagining a new Wonder Woman over and over. When developing a character, ask yourself what is most important to the character. What do they value? What symbols in their costume design can show who the character is just at a glance? For Wonder Woman, we explored her signature costume pieces, playing with the classic superhero design, the warrior aspect, and a twist on the modern woman. Start with the classic leotard design. Hint at the eagle and the W emblem on Wonder Woman's chest, taking the design up closer to the neck. Add the stacked W as a belt. Move on to the all-important bracers, keeping them wide so any bullet blocking in battle is easy. Try saying that 3 times fast. Bullet blocking in battle. Now, who is Wonder Woman without her boots? Draw boots over the knee, adding design lines to echo the classic white stripe. Don't be afraid to try other boot options. They could be booties, mid-calf, or full over-the-knee boots. Once the boots are sketched in, add a tiara and flowing locks of hair. Though Wonder Woman didn't have a cape in her designs, we wanted to try giving her that classic superhero look this time. Grab another copy of the blank pose you're using. Bring in the warrior element with this design. Draw protective armor pieces on her legs. An Amazon warrior is always ready for battle. Those signature boots can also get the armor treatment. Will they be rough leather or metal? Don't forget to think about the fabrication while adding those character details. Even though Jim Lee's pants redesign was controversial, give it a try. Add wing-shaped pauldrons, aka the shoulder armor, onto her shoulders, hinting at the classic eagle. Finally, add a tiara that stretches down further on the face, like a helmet or a face guard. Dive into another design, this time making it more modern. Jumpsuits are so in right now. I could easily see Diana running around town in a jumpsuit. Start with the boots. Make them tall and lace up like combat boots. Add a thin belt to cinch in the jumpsuit fabric. Echo the W design and the pointed tiara with a diamond shape in the middle of the belt. Now, every woman loves pockets, so don't forget to add fun design details like that. Add the other signature elements like the eagle and the tiara. Now you have so many options. Pick a design that you like best. It's time to ink and add color. A light box can be very helpful for tracing if you have one. If you don't have a light box, you can just use a desk lamp or work close to a window with natural light. As long as you can see the sketch underneath your clean paper, you're good. Place a clean piece of paper over the sketch and use a micron pen to carefully ink the lines of the final design. Now is the time you can easily clean up or alter a piece of the design that you don't like. Our artist, Jamie Deanne, is using Prismacolor markers, but you can use any brand you want. Color choice is a way to give your character a consistent look. The color can be as iconic as the design itself. Wonder Woman is red, white, and blue. Batman is black and yellow. Color is really important. Testing colors on scrap paper is a good idea before jumping into the final piece. Use a base, red and blue, to fill in the foundation layer of color on the top and the pants. Add shadows by going over some areas with the same marker again, or using a color that's just a little darker. If you're still using a light box, it's helpful to turn it on occasionally and see if you missed any spots while coloring. The armor that Wonder Woman's wearing in this design is supposed to have a metallic sheen. Start with a base color that is golden or copper. With a darker brown, add shadows and define the shapes of the armor. Use a much darker brown for the leather strips holding the armor in place and for the strips on her feet, knees, and hands. Use a lavender color to create the underlayer for the hair. Black isn't just a flat color, it has dimension and life. Grab a dark gray to layer over the purple. As you're coloring, leave lines uncolored so that purple can shine through. Hair is made up of hundreds of individual strands. You can show that with the lines of purple breaking up that black mass. Find a skin tone you like and color where the shadows would be. You can leave the white of the paper for highlights. Grab a Micron pen again to add final details. Carefully ink the edges of the figure to make her really pop off the page. Use a smaller Micron to add hatching to deepen the shadows you made before. Keep using the smaller Micron to outline the costume design and to add more texture. These small touches make the details stand out. Everyone recognizes Wonder Woman. Even though we played with the placement of the W and the style lines of her costume, she's still recognizable. The boots, tiara, bracelets, and logo are consistent threads, even with slight changes to their appearance. What will be signature about your character? A color scheme, a logo, a scar? Practice variations and concepts until your signature element clicks. Wonder Woman has the boots, tiara, and the W design. Thor has a hammer. Harry Potter has a scar and glasses. Your specific character detail can be one thing or many, but make it memorable and right for who your character will be. Great resources are key for pushing your creativity. Our new title, Learn to Draw Action Heroes by Robert Marzullo, covers anatomy, character details, poses, and putting everything together to create a whole scene so you can develop a whole comic book. Quick and clear demonstrations will help you develop your skill and ideas. This is where we got the inspiration for our Wonder Woman extravaganza. So be sure to grab your copy of Learn to Draw Action Heroes and start imagining your unique character.